How you guys doing? So basically, we got a couple projects. One, I want to jack this thing up as high as it'll go, see where it's leaking transmission fluid. Two, before I do anything, I need to put front brake pads on the Mercedes. And then three, the BMW has a small water leak somewhere, so I gotta check that out. So I haven't posted in a while, but check it out. Check it out. And yeah, we'll get started. Let's see. I guess I can use that as a night light. I like to start the motorcycle every once in a while just to warm up and stay in good condition. But let's get this wheel off. Here we go. So I got the old brake pads off. Those are the old ones. Getting pretty thin. They're not as thin as I thought they were for the noise they were making. But you can see compared to the new ones, quite a bit thicker. So got the new clip on, new pads on. I am pad slapping it. Technically I should replace the rotor, but it's gonna be all right. I just need to get my two bolts back in. And I'm good to go. All right, well, I got my two bolts in back here, got my caliper back on. Got my float back in, my new brake pads. So far, it's surprisingly easy. Actually, it's slightly concerning how easy that was. But yeah, I just throw the wheel on it and do the other side. It's nice that gives you those extra clips. So you got a nice new one in there. The Mercedes wheels back on. Not too shabby. One thing I'm going to tell you guys is right here on the Mercedes is a jack point. If you look under the car, it looks like a hard pad, and it's really useful. So definitely suggest doing that. So the brake so far wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna torque it down, and then I'm actually gonna move the car a little bit over so I have more room in the driveway. And then we're gonna do the other side. If you're doing a job like this in your driveway, make sure the rear tires are chalked. If you're doing the rear wheels, make sure the front tires are chalked, because it's very dangerous if you don't have it safely secured. So, and I don't even really get under the car much. I mean, it's right there. So I just kind of put the caliper up, put the new pads in it. I did use a C-clamp, and I just used that to push the new pads in, because they do have a little spring on them, or not a spring, a clip. So other than that, not too bad. But check it out, guys. All right, now I've repositioned it so I have a little more space. I actually crowded myself a little bit because this is nice and flat. So I'm gonna jack this side up. Same process. So this is the first car I've ever had to use a mallet on the backside to get the wheels off, after the nuts are off, of course. And I thought I was doing something wrong, but apparently that's just how it is. Because if you go on YouTube, look up removing wheel on ML350, yeah, it's pretty much what they say. So let's see how these calipers look, or brakes. You can see the pad down here. Definitely do. So yeah, we're gonna rip those off right now. Should be the same process as before. Take these caps off. Some on top. One down here too. Just little dust caps. Take those off. And now it's a 10mm hex male that goes into here to remove the caliper. Take these off with the screwdriver. You just pry underneath here. These retainer clips pull off. This retainer clip is essentially what's holding the pad in itself. The rotors, not great. I should care more, but what that means for me is I'm going to do pads again sooner, because it's going to chew the pads up faster. I don't think it hurts performance. I could be wrong, but that's what we're gonna do. Tell you is I would not pay. I would try not to pay someone to do this job because it's not really that bad. If you got a little bit of patience, fortitude, it's not that bad. You'll be all right. It's brake pads, not drums, so they're super easy actually for brakes. All right, I got those 2 bolts out. That's the 10 millimeter you need. And again, they're right through here. That's what holds this caliber on. So now, let's see if I can get this off. I'm gonna take the retention spring off first. 1 second, let me. Last time I cheated it and did this. Give myself some. You don't want to be doing what I'm doing right now with metal. It's a stupid thing to do, actually. The other clip was a little annoying to get off too, so. I was trying to do it with my one-handed, but basically where that clip is, put it in that hole and push this way. That's kind of the trick, and it pops right out. Let's put this caliber up. So there you go, there's the caliber. These pads are pretty well done. And I don't think it's supposed to be that close to that sensor. I think these pads are pretty well cooked, as the young folks call it, cooked. Yeah, that's pretty sucky. So, easy enough. With this one out. This is where it's got those clips. Oh, this one actually has a sensor on it. Hopefully that one does too. We'll see. So now, there's a little ground or something. This clips into the other one. But now we need to take our C-clamp and push these calibers in until they're in enough to get the new pads. So we'll do that now. All right, so we got the new pads on. There's that little ground wire down there, or whatever that is. But make sure to attach that to the pad. And yeah, we're ready to slap this bad boy back on. Well, there you have it. New clip. Put the bolts back in, the cap's in. Now, the one thing I'll tell you guys is I really think you ought to start the truck or car, pump the brakes a few times, because that actually seats it. So I did that first. Then I have a look-see at everything, make sure everything looks like it's supposed to be. I don't see anything leaking. It's a good time to check for leaky brake lines. All that stuff. I don't see anything negative. So, at some point in the near future, I'm gonna bleed the brakes. So I don't know if that's gonna be today. Just like that, I am done. So now, not sure why I'm leaking water there. I'll have to figure that out. Now I'll just go for a little test drive, make sure everything's good.